All right, guys. Hey, guys. It's your girl, Sophia L. Gonzalez, your brand and business strategist. I am so excited to do this live with you today because I have my good friend, Takesha Perry with Crowning Daughters for Success. If you haven't purchased your ticket for the Purpose, Passion, Profit virtual summit, you definitely should today because we're giving 10% of each ticket to her program, her organization. Tachika, I would love for you to share a little bit about who you are and what you do.
Well, hello, and we are live. First of all, Sophia, I am so honored to be on this live space with you. Thank you for all that you are doing. I really, really appreciate your endeavors and your passion to empower. My name is Tashika Perry Harris. I am the founder of Crowning Daughters for Success enrichment program, a program that creates confidence without compromise. I customize youth development programs for various organizations. My passion is personal development, leadership, value, and I am in love with empowering girls. So I do empower young men as well as young ladies through different organizations, but I truly, truly, truly am sold on the empowerment of young girls. I believe if we build young girls right now, we will not have to repair broken women. So for over 20 years, I have been in the empowerment service of making sure that our young people have what they need intrinsically to succeed in life.
I love it. I love it so much. I would love for you to share, like, what made you start this organization?
Well, I always explain to so many people, I don't have like this huge story. I was born to teen parents. And
Mm.
because I wish I had something like this to guide me, to strengthen me, to correct me when I needed the correction, I wish I had it. And so, because I wish I had it, of course, that was a built in passion, but God has anointed me for this. This is a call. This isn't a Tashika's call. This is a God call that is on my life. So this is what I truly feel that God created me to do as I am living in this world space.
I love that. So for the girls that actually come, or the young women that come to your program, what does a typical program actually look like? What do they actually go through? What is this type of curriculum that you actually have them go through?
Because the program is customized to the organization's needs, a lot of what I see, for instance, if I'm working or collaborating with Pace Center for Girls, Collier is who I normally collaborate with. You see a lot of girls who are broken and who need that self esteem built. They, for whatever reason, the school day, the traditional school day setting does not work for them. So they chose to attend PACE. And so I've met girls who have been in and out of the juvenile center. I've met girls who have been raped. I've met girls who've been through human trafficking. I've met girls who have broken homes. And so that's that's one component. But then I've met some straight A students,
Mm.
some very academically inclined broken girls. So what I would say all girls that I've worked with had in common is brokenness,
Mm.
is self-awareness issues,
Mm.
imbalanced self-esteem. And so that is the purpose of my program, to build strong girls mentally, build their spirit, build their confidence so that they don't feel like they have to compromise with worldly pleasures.
I love that. I know for me, when I was in high school, I definitely know that I needed something like that
Mhm.
at that age. For me personally, even now as I'm going through my own personal journey of freedom and learning how to forgive and learning how to stand in my own belief systems and going into my own personal brand,
Mhm.
what kind of tips can you give right now for the audience that have their own young girls? What kind of tips can you give women entrepreneurs as they're going for their business and also parenting? What kind of tips can you give them to help boost their children's confidence and their own?
What I would say first and foremost is keep that connection. November the 3rd, I will be doing a Ma and Me empowerment session for young girls and their moms. And one of my biggest complaints, because I work with your daughters, I work with your children, right? One of the biggest complaints is that they feel like they are being enriched, and they're being enriched. And when they go home, because their parents don't weren't there, or maybe their parents are on a different level, they wanted to grow with their moms. That was one of over 500 girls said to me that if they're going through something internally, their mom is not the first person they talk to.
Ooh.
500 girls said they want to, though. And
Mm.
so I would say keep that connection, build in the time. That means if you have to put a client aside, if you have to take a day off, a sick day, a family day, if you have to take a day off work, you have to keep the connection, because what is happening is our young girls are connecting to resources and sources that's pulling them away from the family unit.
Mm.
So keeping the connection is important.
Yes, because for me, I know for when I was younger, I felt like since my dad, my dad was so busy with running the community and he was a pastor, also into so many different organizations, and my mom was working a lot of hours. I felt like sometimes as a young adult, or I mean, a young woman, I felt like I had to kind of like guide and make my own decisions. And so I was going into other areas. Maybe it was social media, or maybe it was
Mm-hmm.
going into my friends to learn how to do certain things.
Mm-hmm.
In your program, what do you share with your girls in order for them to make their own decisions and guiding their own practice, or and creating their own beliefs, and not getting stuck into peer pressure at school and on social media?
One of the first sessions that I do with any of my girls, and that is a self-awareness session.
Mm,
I believe that when you know who you are, why you are, and whose you are, not
mm,
much can taint that. And so self-awareness is so important, because when you're not aware of your gifts, when you're not aware of those struggles, those weak points, when you're not aware of yourself, anyone can come along and you're going to jump on that bandwagon,
mhm.
because you know more about who they are than who you are. And so self-awareness is huge, is huge. And that comes with having a healthy self-esteem. When I give a healthy self-esteem survey, you would not believe how many girls who are beautiful and smart don't believe it.
Mm,
They don't believe it. And so one of the things that I do is uh, I build them in the sense of having a great, healthy self awareness about themselves. And then we go on to a value system. Value system is so important, because your values shape your choices. What you deem important,
mm,
what you deem worthy, right, is going to shape what decisions you make. And then we go on to healthy decisions. And those are my top three, because the way you feel about you, it affects what you value. And what you value affects what you do. And what you do is going to affect your overall life.
I find that even now as an adult as well, like what we believe about ourselves is how we're really going to show up
Absolutely.
online, especially when you're going into business. Like if you have
Mhm.
a bad, if your belief system is off and you don't have the confidence in yourself, you're not going to
Mm.
show up confidently on social media. You're not even going to want to post anything as an
No, no,
entrepreneur. You're not
not
going to
at
want to
all.
be seen at all.
Not at all. And then what will happen is, if you are an entrepreneur and you do not have a sense of healthy self-esteem, what
Hmm.
you're going to find yourself doing is competing
Yes.
over working. You're going to be working to compete instead of working because it is a passion.
Mm, so
So
good.
we definitely have to be careful. We have to know who we are, so that we can mingle with others, so that we can connect with others. When you don't know who you are, it'd be easy for me to be upset with you because, look, you wore a yellow shirt, I wore a white shirt. I don't appreciate that. You should have told me, because I don't know that I look beautiful in my white shirt. All I see is your yellow shirt, and it's styling and it's vibrant. But if I know that I look just as good in my white shirt as you do in your yellow shirt, I'm going to compliment you and I'm going to feel comfortable in my own skin.
That is so good.
Yeah.
So good. And that's why I think it's so important to have healthy women relationships that are confident in themselves, because they're also going to pull you up as well. And it's so important to have that accountability, especially when you go on social media in the morning. It's so easy to compare yourself to other people on social media. Like everyone has this perfect life. Oh, they're doing so great in their business. And it comes to that comparatitis. And then you're feeling like paralyzed. Should I actually do this business, or should I
You
actually go for my
self-doubt.
passion? Right.
Yeah. You self-doubt.
Mm-hmm. And so I think that's why it's so important that I'm all about the next generation, and I believe in the next generation, because for me, I definitely, as much as my parents were super busy, they also instilled a foundation for me in terms of going to God and be able to rely on God as my source. And when I when I didn't have someone always there for me, I can go to him. But I also believe in accountability as well. I was always into youth groups. I was always into different programs like that. So I think it's amazing that you do have this program where they can be able to be accountable to each other as well.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much, Tashika, and just sharing a little bit about your program. Can you share how they can get in contact with you as well? And
Yes,
about your program that you're going to be doing on November 3rd?
absolutely. Please visit our website, www.cdfs2006.com, or follow me right here on social media. I'm pretty sure I am tagged to this live. Follow me, and then I can definitely send you more information. But I'm so grateful for you and your endeavor that will be giving 10% of all of your earnings to from this for your particular session, to assist with the endeavors of the Crowning Daughters for Success program. Thank you for this space. So many parents, they're wondering, what do I do? So many entrepreneurs, how do I build this confidence? How do I have, the confidence and the go get it to make it happen? So people like you are the ones that create people like me. I'm a business owner, but I didn't always have this confidence. So thank you.
Oh, definitely. You are so welcome. If you haven't purchased your ticket yet to the Purpose, Passion, Profit Virtual Summit, this is your moment. Right now, we are doing early bird registration. This is for you if you are an aspiring entrepreneur and you really, really have a passion and a desire within you to make profits from something that you love and have the freedom that you want in your business. This is for someone that is an entrepreneur that needs to realign, readjust, and get the strategies and the tools in order for them to scale their business. So definitely go to www.purposepassionprofitsummit.com to register for your early bird ticket. All right. All right. Thank you so much, Tashika. I hope you have a wonderful evening.
Thank you so much for having me. Kisses back at you.
All right. God bless.